It's Coming Out of the Shadows Week at Lehman's College, where young, brave immigrant students will reveal their illegal status, unafraid and hopeful that their future will be brighter. Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are known for their historic rivalry, but recent trends show that romantically they're doing pretty well. In fact, that's where the term Dominican comes from. One couple shares their story. Economists say the recession ended 2 years ago, but people from Wall Street to Main Street are still worried about the fragile state of the economy. The young and the old and everyone in between are occupying Wall Street to voice their economic concerns.
I know people who work 2 or 3 jobs and can't sustain, they have to choose between feeding their family or paying their mortgage.
Protesters say they're the 99% of the nation taken advantage of by the country's wealthiest 1%.
We are trying to get justice in our economy and to make the very, very rich pay taxes.
The sub-movement, Occupy the Hood, was created to get more people of color to join the fight.
All these big corporations that are just sucking resources out of the hood. The money isn't going back into the community and the community members, and people aren't being able to have true ownership of their community.
This is Erica Robinson for 219 West. Emily Rubin knows how to get the party started. The 33-year-old DJ says her passion for music started during childhood. She grew up in Brooklyn during the hip-hop era. Rubin now goes by DJ Juicy.
Before I ever thought I was going to become a professional DJ, it was originally it started as Juicy Jew, and then it sort of stuck, and then it evolved over time to become Juice E, which is kind of a throwback to old school hip-hop.
Rubin is not just a DJ. She is also a cervical cancer survivor. Every year, approximately 13,000 women will get cervical cancer. Tony Cortez, a bartender at the Voodoo Bar, says he has watched Rubin grow as a DJ throughout her illness. In fact, he says she DJs better than ever.
Yeah, I definitely think she put her heart into her spinning, and I could tell by, how good she's gotten. And I think a lot of ways when you overcome something like that, it actually makes you better at what you're doing, especially if you stick with it.
For Health Beat Brooklyn, this is Erica Robinson. Her film No Weapon takes us on an intimate journey through some of her own personal experiences with domestic violence. I'm Erica Robinson, and I'm here with April Marcel. And how long was that process? How long did it take for you to get out?
I lived in Virginia Beach for about 4 years, and then I moved back to Roanoke, and I was still in the same situation. This was when I was around my family, but I lived in silence. My mother and my brother, they knew some things, and they did all that they could, but I wouldn't talk. I kept a lot of things to myself until I started showing signs of abuse, marks, and losing all kind of weight, just almost close to death. And I just think it might have been, about 10 years, I think. And it really didn't end until my husband was killed. He was stabbed to death, and I was just free to walk away from all that, free. I didn't actually walk away when he was alive, but he ended up dead, and I was set free from all of that. But I didn't want women to feel like they had to wait till, like I did. You need to get out before, or you will be the one that will be dead.